Thank you all for coming to this session today. So today we have Nabil Benamar, who is the Vice Chair of UASG, Universal Acceptance Steering Group. Today's session, we would be focused on the topic of universal acceptance and its usability. And he would be sharing his experience as well as the current development. And firstly, we will hear from the speaker. And then if you have any questions, please do raise your hand. And then we will give the mic to you. House rules. Please mute your mic when you're not speaking. When you're asking a question, please say your name. Raise your hand when you have a question. If possible, try to make it short. So now Nabil, let's start with a short introduction and with the presentation.
Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Can you see my slides?
Yes.
Perfect. So hello everyone. My name is Nabil Benamar from Morocco. I'm the USG Vice Chair and also one of the working groups chair, which is the measurement working group. So today I'm really happy to meet with my friends from Nepal. To give you a sort of introduction to this universal acceptance concept and what we are doing exactly in the USG. And I will definitely welcome your questions, your comments. We can make it also interactive. You can stop me at any time if you want to ask any question. So we will talk about the evolution of the internet, the UA definition and categories impacted, the importance of universal acceptance, and what we are doing exactly in the Universal Acceptance Steering Group, which is the USG. And we will definitely close this presentation and by a call to action and question and answers. So as you know, many people around the world are currently excluded from the whole experience of the full benefits of the internet because simply they are unable to use a domain name or email address of their choice in their language and script. So here we are making the difference between language and script. So the script is the set of characters that are used to write a given language. For example, if we take the example of the Arabic script, so it's all these Arabic letters that you might know, but it's not only used by the Arabic language. It's used by many other languages like Farsi, which is for Iran, and Urdu for Pakistan, and Pashto and other languages. Many other languages are using the Arabic script to write their own language. So this is just a point to make the difference between language and script in this case. So through universal acceptance, all those who develop, provide, and manage online websites and applications have the opportunity to enable global users to experience the social and economical power of the internet. Anyone can use its own script to write its own, to create a domain name or to find a domain name using its own script. We can think about people that are using only or using only, for example, only one language and knowing only one script to use. These people should find themselves in the internet ecosystem when accessing the web by typing URL addresses, and also by using their own email address in their own scripts. So in this presentation, you will learn more about UA, what it matters, and how we can collectively promote universal acceptance. So we live in a multilingual world, definitely, We have different languages that are used in the internet and in our world. English comes third in terms of native speakers around the world, after Mandarin and Spanish. Mandarin for China. English represents 57% of the total written content online, and the percentage is decreasing. So here we are mainly focusing in these statistics about the native speakers. Yes, if we take other rankings based on the statistics of the language used in the world, yes, English still in the first rank, but in the coming future, in the foreseen future, definitely this ranking will be changed. But we are mainly interested in the native speakers, because here we want that all languages be represented with their script in a democratic way in the internet ecosystem. Okay, so the expansion of the DNS and the next round. So as you know, since the 2009, we have seen some change in the DNS system with the introduction of new GTLDs, including long TLDs and IDNs. So before 2009, we had only generic TLDs, so like the .com, .org, .mobi, edu, net, etc. And we have also the CCTLD for country code domain names, where we have only 2 characters as key CCTLDs. After 2009, the introduction of non-Latin script, we have the IDNs, and it was introduced by the IDN CCTLDs. For example, you can find these ones as examples of some CCTLDs for some countries. And then after the 2012, the introduction of new GTLD program with new and long GTLDs. So here we can see some new long GTLDs like .technology, .london, .paris, .toyota, for example, and also some IDN GTLDs in various scripts with different languages and script. So the next round of GTLDs will continue this expansion and growth by introducing new domain names. Universal acceptance of domain names and email addresses. We have 2 main things here to distinguish between the two. Is the domain name, which is the fact that you can create any domain name in any language and using any script. It's called internationalized domain names. And also you have the international email address or email address internationalization, which is the fact that you can create your own email address. You have the right to create your own email address using any script, using the script that you are using in your language. So this is something also that we will discuss in this presentation. So the main goal of this concept is that all valid domain names and email address work in all software application. So this is an example of an IDN domain name. This is an example of a site.example with new GTLDs. And this is an example of an email address internationalization, where you can find only the @ symbol that remains the same in previous standards. So the impact is to promote consumer choice, improve competition, and provide broader access to end user, definitely. So with universal acceptance, we have domain names. For domain names, including internationalized domain names, we have the new short top level ASCII domain names like this one. So this is new short. This is new long. It was not the case in previous years. So we didn't have the possibility to create long top level domain names. We have also the internationalized domain names that you can use IDN for both. And we have some particular mixture between the two, where you can have ASCII at IDN or .idn or IDN.ASCII. These are some other particular examples where we have mixtures. For email addresses, we can have different categories, as you can see. So here we have ASCII at ASCII. So new and long TLD, like this one, for example, as you can see. So it's still ASCII. Everything is written in ASCII, but the top level domain is a new long TLD. Here in this one, you have ASCII, but at IDN, because here it's written in French, and in French you have accents. So it's still like ASCII, but with the introduction, with the acceptance of accents. For this one, you have Unicode at ASCII. Okay, so here you have this symbol. So we don't call it here IDN because this is not part of the domain name. This is just the mail box name. So this is why we call it here Unicode at, and here you have ASCII. You can also have Unicode at IDN, and you can have Unicode at IDN, but from right to left. So this is an example of the Arabic script, and you might know that Arabic script is written from right to left and not from left to right as the majority of Latin scripts. And here we are talking about accepting, validating, processing, storing, and display. The applications need to or must accept the IDN or the Universal Acceptance concept, meaning IDN or email address internationalization. It means that, for example, if you have a form, if you write in a form, you are asked to enter your email address. If you enter any of these addresses, it should be accepted by the form software. It should be validated. It should be processed. It means that it can be processed in any application. It can be stored in any database without creating any problem, any issue, and it should be correctly displayed. Majority of cases, when it comes to the example of Arabic, for example, and other scripts that are in this category of writing from right to left, the display is corrupted, meaning that you will see something that is nonsense for the native speakers of that language, because it will be displayed, for example, from the left to right. It's still, you can see that this is the Arabic script. Also, yes, it's these characters that we know, but it's written from left to right, which has no sense. So here is an example of the UA issue. A valid email address is rejected by a form when you are asked to fill a form used on a website and is incorrectly displayed, as you can see here, from left to right, because here, for example, the domain name is this one. The domain name is this one, and it was displayed from right to left, from left to right instead from right to left. And here you can see something like this: please enter a valid email address. So it's not only the fact that the display is wrong, but also it's not accepted by the form. The application will ask you, it's not a valid email address. So this is just one example, but you can replicate this example for all previous examples that we have seen so far. So currently UA issues in websites, we have many, but things are improving somehow. So approximately 50 popular websites in 6 industries: banking, e-commerce, education, government, media, and online services in 20 different countries were tested in our group, and with 7 different types of email addresses in 2020. And you can see the report in the USG 027 file or document that you can access to through our website usg.tech. And we have seen these statistics. So Egypt acceptance rate here, as you can see, for example, so it's nearly between 90% and 100% for ASCII with new short. Similarly for ASCII.newlong, you can see that, for example, here, even though we are using ASCII domain names, but because of the new short or the new long, some websites might not work. Not only for in our region here, I'm giving statistic related to our region, but this is worldwide. Recently, during the ICANN meeting, the previous ICANN meeting, 78 at in Hamburg, we were approached by people from different communities, asking us that in USG we don't need to focus only on IDNs issues. We need to look at problems and issues raised by new long and new short domain names that are written in ASCII. So this is something that also we are looking at in our group. And here are the other statistics, and you can see, for example, for Arabic, we have still a lot of issues of acceptance rates in different countries. Does your email server support email address internationalization? So for this, you can access to this link, usg.tech, AI check. You can just put your email and click on check, and you can see the results. Whether your email server is accepting email address. So what do we mean by accepting the email address? So we have 2 sorts. We have level 1 and level 2, or gold and I don't remember. We have used another terminology, but at least we are making the difference between 2. If the email server can process an email that you sent from your ASCII email to a non-ASCII email. So, for example, if I take the example of Gmail mail service, this is accepted by Gmail. If I use my Gmail account with ASCII characters, and I would like to send an email from Gmail account, my Gmail email account, to an internationalized email address, it will be processed by Gmail. So this is good. But this is not enough. This is what we are saying here. This is not enough. For the time being, until the time of this presentation today, Gmail will not allow to create an email address in non-Latin script. So if we can reach this stage, we are really in the good way, in the right path, in the right way, where we are really spreading the word of universal acceptance, and it can be processed in all these software applications. Okay, I will let you after this check this link to check your email address. So in our Universal Acceptance Steering Group, that is part of ICANN community and funded and supported by ICANN, it was formed in 2015 as a community initiative to address universal acceptance and advocate and engage with relevant stakeholders to make their application UA ready. So that's the main goal. We want to approach all. We are assessing what exists in the market, what exists in the internet ecosystem, and we are approaching those big players and stakeholders to make their system UA ready. So we have different working groups. We have the communication working group that is tasked now with UA Day. UA Day is a day in the year that is globally celebrated. But meanwhile, we can have multiple events that can be held in a large window of more than 2 months before the global UA Day and after the global UA Day, so that we have some flexibility with all partners that would like to celebrate this and to make a workshop or to organize a conference related to this topic, or workshop or training day, or any activity related to UA. We have also an email address internationalization working group dedicated to email address. We have the measurement working group tasked with UA academic curriculum, but not only with this. So we are assessing existing issues in all software applications, websites, email providers, DNS host, web host, forms, any application that comes to your mind. It's our job to assess the application and to see which are ready and which are not ready, and how we can move forward. Now, for example, we have another task that we are working on, is to prepare an academic curriculum that can help universities, professors, instructors to patch the current existing content with some content related to universal acceptance, whether it's in the programming languages. In programming languages, we need to introduce these internationalizations, and how we can use different scripts within in the programming languages, in networking, so database, networks, programming languages, and all other computer science related topics and courses and modules. We are preparing some extra modules or chapters that can be added to existing courses, so that the course is really advocating for universal acceptance. So the student will be, or the learner in general, will be aware of universal acceptance, that this is something that we can do, that it's doable, and here are the remaining issues, for example. We have also the technology working group that is working on finding solutions for some existing problems. So it's a collaboration between all these working groups. UA local initiatives, where we have in Nepal, for example, we can have a local initiative, and in all other countries. So if you don't have a local initiative, this is a good way or a good opportunity to create one and to send your application to our group, to universal acceptance. We can study it and we can approve if there is a room for this one. And we have also the UA ambassadors. We have different ambassadors. You can go to the website also once again to see who are the ambassadors of USG. You can apply to become a UA ambassador, and for this you need to have some background in universal acceptance, how it works, what are the issues, etc., so that you can advocate for universal acceptance in your community, not only in your country, but in your neighborhood, your country neighbors. You can be solicited along the year to give talk, to present, to talk about universal acceptance. So here is the link also to join the USG working groups here. So you can join any working group that you want, that might interest you, and everyone is welcome. There is no selection for becoming a USG member or becoming a USG working group member. And here are some other links that you can go that you can visit to have more information about what we are doing. And this is a call for action too for businesses. We need to organize internally and assess in your business system if are compliant with UA standards. Update your own IT system to be UA ready, and you have here some examples and free code samples also. For government, we need to evaluate the possibility of including UA requirements in government procurement. Coordinate with your national CCTLD manager and ICANN governmental advisory committee. Delegate to participate in and strengthen the UA-related action. And for academia, as I mentioned, you also need to be aware of ongoing work. We need to update the IT curricula to include teaching and learning of UA and software internationalization related concepts. So thank you very much for this opportunity, and welcome for your questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Nabil, for that wonderful presentation. I think there is a lot of interest in terms of how we want to represent our language and how we want to use it. I think that there should be a greater discussion at each national level. And let me correct you, we don't only have people from Nepal, we have people from around the world here. I mean to say, people are there from Africa, people are here from Sri Lanka, as well as the other parts, Maldives also, and then there are other countries as well. So I think it's a great collaboration, and it's a great search of identity as well. So yes, and Caribbean as well. Yeah, Betty says that even she is here. So if you have any question, please unmute your mic and you can ask Nabil. Maybe you want to know more about the ambassador program. Yeah, James, please go on.
All right, thank you very much, Shradip, and thank you, Nabil, for that wonderful presentation. And I think this is a very good one, so to say. And for me, I've been involved in some ways, in the working groups and a lot of stuff. However, my question has to do with the servers. Because I know for the email address internalization, right, there is a link which you have shown where you can just type in an email address, and from there you will be able to know if the email is UA compliant or not. But for the server, take for example, if I say my domain name, rather, let's say www.olorundare.com or something like that. Can you give a link that I can just type in the domain name, right? That will now tell me, just like the email addresses, it will tell me, oh yeah, this domain is UA compliant or not. I want you to give us a link that will be able to do that. That is one. Then secondly, on the issue of the languages, I think my own understanding is that it has to do with all the languages, right? But I observed that most of the examples you gave were to do with Arabic, but I believe that there are other languages in like all these Persian languages. I think Hebrew. I mean, other languages and so many other African languages too that are in that category that probably may need to, fall in there. So what I'm trying to say is that we should always look at the solution in a way that is all-encompassing, so that no part of the world is left behind. Just like Shradip made an observation when you were making your presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, James, for your excellent questions and comments. So let me just answer you about the for a domain name. There is no question about compliance or not. This is something for email, but for a domain name, it's another story. It means that you can create. So IDN has been supported by ICANN a long time ago. So it's nearly 20 years ago, more or less. So IDN has been introduced, and you can create domain names, but the main question here, whether this domain name exists or not. That's it. So like the test that you are doing when you want to create a new domain name in ASCII, you go to the website or the application or the interface of or the platform given by the registrar, and you type the domain name, and you see if it has been allocated before or not, if it's available now or not. It's the same thing for IDN domain names. It's the same case. And this is something, I think there is a link in the ICANN website where you can type the domain name to see if it's available or not. But all domain names can be created without any problem. It should have only the script being used should be supported by the DNS servers. But in this case, majority of scripts are supported, and it was implemented in the root servers. So this is something that's done for this. The problem is whether when you use this domain name in a website, in a form, for example, in a form, whether the form will accept this domain name. It's not the domain name itself, but the domain name as an information inside in the form, whether it will be accepted or not. That's the main issue here. For definitely we the scripts, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, Cyrillic, Arabic script, and others. In Africa, we have different languages, but we need to mention the script, not the language here. The problem is not with the language, but the script, if the script is supported or not. So if you think that the scripts that you are using in a given language is not included in this activity with the universal acceptance concept, you need to approach us, send an email, and say that this script is not yet included in universal acceptance. We cannot create domain names with this. We don't have the rules. Because before creating, for example, before I joined the universal acceptance, I was part of the Arabic script task force for IDNs. We worked on the rules. We established the rules on how we can create a top level domain in using the Arabic script. What are the rules that we need to respect? This is something that took many years to come up with the whole label generation rules. This is maybe particular to Arabic script because it's used also for other languages, and we don't need to mix between languages within one domain names, because you can see the domain name. It looks like okay for you, but if you look carefully, you can see that there is a word in Persian and this word is in Arabic. There is no mixture, for example. We cannot allow mixtures because it doesn't make sense, and it will make room for, or open the door for a lot of phishing attacks. So it took time to establish this. But for other scripts, if the script is used only within one community for only one language, I think this is something that you can do easily. For for majority of African countries, they are using the English or French or Portuguese. So these are ASCII based. So there is no big deal here. But if you see that there is a language based on some script that is not included, please take action, send an email, and we can look at this problem.
Just to add to that, Neville, I think, James, please do join the community. If you are in the community as well, raise your voice. If the script is not there, please be part of that joining, because that is what we are lacking right now. So we need people from the community to take up that initiation, so that people like Nabil and other people are there to help you guys and get to the root cause and create a better engagement, standardize the script. So those things are always there. So I think we have Shamima, unmute your mic.
By the way, just to add, James is already a part of a member of the legitimate working group.
Okay, sorry for that. I'm very sorry, James.
Thank you very much, Nabil. Thank you, Nabil. So what I would just ask is, okay, which of the working group deals with the script? Because I'm already part, like Nabil said, I'm part of measurement and email address internalization. But which of the working group deals with the scripts that you are talking about? So that probably that is one area that I may need to look at again. Thank you very much.
Yeah, measurement working group, definitely. If you see that the script is not included, is not taken into account, is not included in the root servers, DNS root servers, yeah, you can say this in our group, in measurement working group, definitely.
Thank you.
Shamima.
Yes, thank you, Sridep. I'm Shamima from Bangladesh. I'm chairperson of the Bangladesh Women Internet Governance Forum. So thank you so much for giving me such an opportunity. Thank you, Nabil Benamar. Your presentation was very nice. We enjoyed and we learned a lot of. I am expressing my experience about Universal Acceptance Day. Just this year, our Bangladesh Internet Governance Forum observance this day. That day I was participate and I know about this. Hopefully, to 2024, these days will be observed. So my experience that my feelings that we have heritage about language, Bangla language. So, but I am working at women, rural, coastal, and slums women among these. So they are not used to English or others language. So I think domain, top level domain would be fully Bengali letters. So others country women will be benefit for their business, e-commerce business, education, human rights established, and others communication also economically empowerment. So I think Universal Acceptance Day will be very helpful for our journey, and we would like to always collaboration with Universal Acceptance Day. So thank you, Nabil Benamar. Thank you, Sridep. Over to Sridep.
Thank you, Shamima. Definitely, celebrating the UA Day will definitely help us to see where the more work is needed. So in USG we have three different categories of events. We have events and workshop for awareness, and awareness for those who do not know absolutely about or nothing about UA as a concept. So we need to do awareness first, and then you have training. After making an awareness, you need to go to training to see how it works. So for email addresses, for email address internationalization, and for programming languages. So we have some workshops and labs for Java and Python, for example, because these are the two main programming languages nowadays. So we have some labs for this. And we have the third one that we are looking for starting from this year is deployments. If a certain organization has already done awareness and training, we need to see deployment or adoption. We need to see adoption if this has been implemented, and what are the issues, what are the success story. We need to share the experience with the others. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. Very nice expression. Thank you once again.
So now we have Echo. You can unmute and ask your question.
Thank you so much, Shurdeep. This is Kasa, Matasabe Kasa from Ethiopia. And thank you, Nabil, for a very good presentation. I really appreciate this kind of knowledge sharing. Naming in the digital is very important and is very key. Whether it is email address or as its domain name, as we know, naming is a higher level language. So the good part is it is easy to customize it in the local. Because in the background, in the front end, naming is something which is unique and should be easily identified. Sometimes naming in a local context is very, very important, because the naming in so it's just a means of advertisement as well. So it should be localized, purely localized. So there must be the technology behind should operate it in a way as it is as an end user is interested. So the point is how we can make it standardized so that we can use it in any way, in any language, in any framework or something. The point behind the naming is the syntax, the standard name script that we will call it actually is a syntax in a context. That syntax can accept any language. Because of the Unicode, it's okay, like we can use it in any way. But when it's getting into the back end should be framed as it should be identified. Especially in the digital world, the most threat one is spoofing, fake naming, fake sourcing. So to control this one, we have to make it standardized in a way. So such kind of open discussion will improve that one. And it will be, in the future, it would be a collaboration that we should control it on this kind of security threats by creating of any hoaxing or any fake naming standards. Really, really appreciate. I have no question, but just a comment and support for Nabil too. I'm so interested, and thank you, Shurdeep, that you are inviting. I'm from Ethiopia, by the way. So this was my first time to join this group. I hope I will come back in other sessions. So maybe I'm so interested on the security streams. I am cybersecurity specialist, so I will look forward for your group too. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Eiko. Thank you very much for your comments. I'd like just to add one thing for your information, that Ethiopian language is included. I know the person who works with ICANN on this, and it was implemented. Yeah, definitely. So for Ethiopian script, it's already there. No worries.
Yeah. I know that. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
So any more questions, any more suggestions, any more introductions, or if you want to share anything, please, the mic is open. This program is for you guys to ask questions and to learn more about UA. I also have a question, Nabil, regarding the UA ambassador program. So what is it about? Do we get to travel with that fellowship, and what are the engagement that happens? Because a lot of the people are interested, especially the youth, in regards to the engagement. So what are the processes? Would you like to talk? Would you like to share a few words about it?
Yeah, definitely. So for the UA ambassador program, if selected, you will have a budget, and you need to deal with this budget. You have a budget allocated, and the amount of the budget is specified by the USG group or the admin team, depending on the country or the region, etc. If we have multiple ambassadors from the same country, we can divide the budget between them. So this is something that we do, but you know that you have a budget and you need to deal with, and this budget will be for your travel, for attending workshops where you are speaker, where you are advocating for UA. So a UA ambassador should be aware of UA concepts, should be able to give a training workshop, should know about all UA issues and ongoing works. You apply. Anyone that would like to apply for this program is welcome. You apply to become a UA ambassador, and you go to the website and you will see what are the requirements: a statement of interest, your CV, etc. We receive the applications, we study them, we work on them, we review them, and then we select. That's as simple as it can be. That's it.
So any more questions? I had my share of questions, so I'd like others to even have Betty, if you have any questions, or anyone. Aisha from Maldives, anyone? Yes, Betty, please.
Okay, thank you, Philippe. Thank you, Nabil, for the good intervention. Just, I want to thank you for the wonderful event last year we have in Caribbean region, French Caribbean. And this, for the next year, we really hope to have more French island can be touched by the UA days. We have high goals, 3 or 4 islands who speaking French. And the second part, we are working hard to make universal acceptance as a part of academia in West Indies University. We're starting this year with a part of a big module, Internet Governance Culture, but we try to do the best to have an official courses in French. But we need more kids, more information from the working group. Thank you.
Oh, c'est très bien, bien sûr. So definitely, we want to do this. We want to collaborate in this. So first of all, you will see if you go to the UA Day website. So you go first to the UASG.tech, and you will see a link for UA Day. For UA Day, you have some material translated in major languages, more than 8 languages, I think, and French is among them. So you have material that you can start with. For the curriculum, we are still preparing the curriculum. It's not yet ready. The work is there. When it's ready, it will be ready in English, but it will automatically be translated to other languages so that anyone can include this in his or her courses, definitely. So Betty, please stay tuned. Welcome to USG. You can join any working group. Measurement if you are interested also in academia work, because we are taking this into account and we are working on this too. Thank you, Betty.
Aisha, Aisha, please go on with your question.
Thank you, Sridhar. Bonjour, je m'appelle Aisha Labiba. I saw many people speak actually here French. I'm also learning your French. Actually, my question is, also I'm from Bangladesh and my name is Aisha Labiba. I almost forgot to introduce myself. All right. My question was, Nabil, you say that we have to go to this one website and we have to apply for the fellowship. So, like, may I know like which website or something like that?
Excuse me.
Yes.
Excuse me. No, it's not a fellowship. It's not a fellowship. We are talking about the ambassadorship. So to become an ambassador of UA ambassador, if you see that you can advocate for UA, that in your region there is no enough ambassadors, or there is no ambassador or UA ambassador, you can apply for. You just need to know about the requirements. You need to have a solid background in UA related topic. For example, you can take the online course in ICANN website. They have in the e-learning platform, they have UA oriented course. You can start with this one and then go to the UASG.tech website to learn more about what is going on, and then write your statement of interest and send it to UASG, and then we will review your application and you will know the decision.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Also, like, could you please type the address, like the name of the website, in the chat box?
UASG.
I'm very happy.
Yeah, it's UASG.tech. UASG.tech.
I will also forward you the email or the website or thing. Nabil, somebody has asked for that email, the link where you can check the email validity.
In the same website. Let me share my screen and type this. So,
sir, also had another question. May I ask?
Sure.
Sir, is this applicable for the ones that are under 18?
UASG.tech. So here you can find everything. Universal acceptance. You have also for the UA Day events. You can test your email here.
Okay.
So here, give me an email here, for example. So let's. I will start with mine. For example, sorry. I will start with this one, and I will check. So you can see here that AI is supported. So it means that I can send an email to an internationalized email address from this mailbox. Let's do another one. Gmail.com. Check this one. And AI is supported. So the majority, I can't say majority, but a lot of email providers are supporting AI, but still very few are making it also L2 level, meaning that it can give you the possibility to create a new email account using your own script. So this is what we are working on today.
Yes, sir. Sir, another question. May I ask?
Sure. You're welcome.
Sir, is this applicable for the ones that are like under 18, like the ambassadorship?
Excuse me, come again?
Is this applicable for the ones that are under 18, minors?
Okay, as an ambassador.
Yes.
I need to double check. I don't think we have any age limitation.
Oh, you don't? That's amazing.
I need to double check. It's just about your knowledge and your background in the UA. That's it. That's the main thing. That's the most important thing here. When you go to any activity, are you able to conduct the activity? Will you be able to answer all questions related to UA? That's the most important thing.
All right, sir.
That's it.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
And sir, greetings from Bangladesh Kids Internet Governance Forum. I am the coordinator. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
very good. Looking for your application soon.
Sure, sir. With your cooperation, of course.
Inshallah.
Enchanté, merci.
Merci. Shukran.
Now, any more questions? I think this session is turning out to be very interesting. I have posted the link of the UASG tech website, so you can check your emails as well as go through it. First thing that I would always say is do a research, community engagement, and then apply for the ambassador program. That way you'll be able to get the fellowship, because it is very important for the community engagement as well. So any more questions? Any more questions? I guess. Okay, so if there are no questions, then probably we are right on time. We just have 2 or 3 minutes. So I take this opportunity to thank Nabil. Thank you, Nabil, for being here and helping us. I think this session turns out to be very good. We have people from different parts of the world, and we are able to reach out to so many. So thank you to you. Last message, Nabil.
Thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity. It was really a pleasure for me to meet all of you. Looking for your applications if you are looking for to become UA ambassadors. Also, if in your organization or country or chapter, if you are preparing any UA day activity, send us approach us, send us an email so that we can see who can be the speakers. We are here to support any activity. We can come to you to do the activity face to face. So don't worry about this, and it will be my pleasure to visit any country to engage, to debate, to share the knowledge, and learn from you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nabil. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. I will officially like to end this call. Thank you, everyone who has attended, and we will probably have this session uploaded online in our Facebook as well as in the YouTube, and we will probably share you the link. Thank you for participating. Thank you. I'll officially end this call. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.